Well, hey guys, thanks so much for joining me. I have just a couple minutes before another class starts. So I was teaching a class, then I took a class, then I taught another class, and now I'm taking another class. It's starting in just a couple minutes, but I wanted to check in with you guys because I haven't talked to you all day, and I wanted to give you some really good book recommendations for this summer. So these are some books that I read actually over the last year or so, and I kind of wanted to give you some good book recommendations. So jump in the comments, let me know what books you think I should be reading this summer or people in general should be reading this summer, and let's talk about awesome books. So the first one I want to talk about is one I've actually been recommending to people a lot the last couple of days because I've been doing personalized book recommendations for some of my fans. And this is called The Replacement Crush. It is by Lisa Brown Roberts, and it is hilarious and amazing, and it's about a McNerd, so a guy who's really nerdy and a girl who's kind of secretly nerdy, and it's just so good. It's about the beach, or it takes place at the beach, and it's got like Star Trek references and all sorts of amazing things. Alexis is saying, OMG, yes. Yes to this book. I love this book. Shout out to Lisa Brown Roberts, dear friend of mine. Absolutely love her. She writes the funniest contemporary YA romance. You gotta check it out. So good. So good. Another great one for the summer is Gilded Cage, which is part of the Canary Club series, which is actually the main book is coming out soon. In a couple of months it's coming out, I believe this fall. It's by Sherry D. Ficklin, and she has released the novellas first to get to know the characters. I had the opportunity to read arcs of all of these books. Right now I have the arc of the Canary Club. I haven't started it yet, but I'm so excited. This is kind of like a Gatsby era about a girl who sings in a club and the people in the club that work around the club, and just, oh, it's so good, so good. So you gotta check that out. It's totally awesome. Gilded Cage and the Canary Club series by Sherry D. Ficklin. Another book that I really love for summer is Aftermath by my dear friend Clara Kenzie. This is about a girl who was abducted and she was held captive for a number of years, and they find her and they rescue her, and it's kind of about assimilating back into the world and what happens to her family. So it really goes and explores the dynamics when she returns, what happened to her twin sister, what happened to her father, what happened to her mother. And it's just like this really great family book that explores those family dynamics, but it's very deep. It's very deep because this girl had been kidnapped and bad things happened, and it's kind of exploring the aftermath once she's rescued. So highly recommend Clara Kenzie. Totally love it. Plus, Claire, never mind, can't tell you that. That's what happens when you have author friends. If you are joining me just now, I'm giving you some summer book recs. I am just about to walk into a class. I've been teaching classes and taking classes all day long. So I've taught two, I've taken one, I'm about to take a second one. But I'm giving you some book recs while I'm hanging out. So hit up my comments and let me know who you are. Give me your name, tell me where you're from, and give me a book recommendation that we should be watching. This next one is called The Darkest Lie. It is by my friend Pintip Dunn. She's totally awesome. She was a New York Times bestseller for her other series, Forget Tomorrow. And this one is her contemporary novel. She's got a new one coming out actually the same day as Jada comes out. So her newest book comes out on June 27th, which is also the day my newest book comes out on June 27th, which is really awesome. Beach books. Yes, beach books. Yes, beach books. So The Darkest Lie is really great. It's about a girl whose mother kills herself after an affair with one of her students, and this girl has to go and unravel this mystery and find out what really happened to her. And of course she meets a boy who's planning to be a reporter, so he's trying to get the story, and it's just, oh, so good. Highly recommend Pintip Dunn. Check it out. Totally awesome. This one, because we're going with blue right now, this one is called The Society. It is by my friend Jodi Andruski. She's amazing. Absolutely love this woman to death. And this is about a girl who is kind of out for revenge within her school. And she does some darkish kind of things, and she gets involved with some not so good people. And she is trying to take down kind of the queen bee from her school. So it's really a very good book. Highly recommend The Society by Jodi Andruski. I'm going to speed this up just a little bit because I am running short on time because I have to be in a class in 6 minutes. Woohoo! Okay, so here's my next one. There's no rhyme or reason or order to this. I'm just picking them up off a pile. I literally walked into the room where I keep my books, and I just grabbed a stack and ran out the door. So you're just getting what you're getting here. So here we go. The selection is an amazing series to read during the summer. Absolutely love the selection. Anything that has to do with princesses or potential princesses, I'm all about that. So this is pretty much a dystopian bachelor, which is kind of really awesome. There's a prince, and he has a bunch of girls come to the palace, and he has to pick a wife, and they all have to compete. And if you've read these books, shout out in the comments if you are Team Maxon or Team Aspen. there's a correct answer to this, and you're probably going to be on the opposite team of me. So, shout out Team Maxon or Team Aspen. And if you've read them, totally tell me if you absolutely love them, because I absolutely love them. They were girly and beautiful and wonderful. My next book is Golden. That's my book. This is my debut novel. It's a Goldilocks young adult retelling where Goldilocks has been sent on a mission to destroy the bear family, and her new target is Dove Bear, who is my baby bear, and she learns very quickly that she is, she's been sent on this mission to destroy people who are not necessarily as bad as she was told, and she kind of has to play the line between loyalty to her cousin who sent her on this mission and protecting the guy that she's kind of falling for, even though his family is a little unconventional. So I have a very unique twist on the three bears. Instead of having a mother and a father and a child, I've got an older brother, his wife, and then the younger brother. So it's kind of interesting, and the bears, they have deep, dark secrets, and I just love it. So check out Golden. This one is now available. And my second series, Jaded, which is totally different. This one's a dystopian. Well, this is kind of dystopian too, but the other one is like a dystopian romance. That comes out June 27th. It's going to be amazing. I'm so excited for it. I'll tell you more about it in a minute if I have time. 2 more books I have from my pile that I pulled. This one, let's do this one next. Boom. Queen of Someday. Love this series. This is by Sherry D. Ficklin. And this is about Catherine the Great. So you guys know from history, Catherine the Great. And it goes from the time before she became Catherine to when she rose to power and just took over and slayed. So I absolutely love this. Totally great. Great romance. Definitely not for younger readers. So if you are a younger reader here, if you are my younger teens, please just be aware that you should check this before you jump into this, because this is an addictive series, but it does have some more mature content toward the end. So we're actually, you're going to be good the first 2 books, and the third book gets a little grown up for some people. Sorry, there's definitely a bug chasing me here. So Queen of Someday, totally great. Absolutely love it. I think it's Stolen Empire series. Stolen Empire. Yeah, I always call it the Queen series, and that's not the official title. Definitely getting hit by more bugs. And then here's my last one. This is Playing with Fire. It is the Hackers series, which I know they are rebranding right now, which is kind of cool. And this is all about a girl who is kind of a hacker, and she has to solve these mysteries, and she falls in love, and there's like different people throughout the course of this series, and her dad is in the military, so some of that comes into play, and she does some moving around, and she meets new people, and then it starts out as like mysteries, like it's very good, and then it gets into, by the third book, it gets into eye candy territory. So if you guys watch that MTV show Eye Candy with Victoria Justice, literally this will fix the hole in your heart once you get to around the third book. Until that point, totally great, but once it hits the third book, it's like my eye candy is back. I was so sad when they canceled that show. Did you guys watch that? If you did, hit up the comments, let me know if you saw that. You will totally love this series. Check it out, it's awesome. Plus, her name is like really awesome. It's not, I was gonna read part of it too. Anyway, her name is Ferris, which I absolutely love because it's not like your typical girl name. So check it out, it's really great. And then let me just plug my book one more time before I go inside. And again, if you are still here hanging out with me, hit up my comments and give me some book recommendations, because I don't ever have time to read, but I will recommend them to other people and put them on my TBR because I want to read more. And I'm hoping this summer I can maybe read more, but it's not going to happen because I'm publishing 4 books and a novella in 2017, one of which is currently out. The second one is coming out in June. I've got the novella in August. I've got the 3rd book in September and the 4th book in November. So I am busy. You've never heard of Eye Candy? Girl, look it up. I don't know if it's on like Netflix or anything, but it was an amazing series, and they cut it off. They didn't wrap it up. So it's one of those ones where they didn't end it, and it's gonna make you so angry, but it's such a good series, so watch it. It's really cool. So Golden, oops, I got caught in my hair. Golden's really awesome. I hope you will check it out. And real quick, I want to read just a little bit of Jaded. I want to read the back of Jaded to you. So, this is what Jaded is all about. Her father failed in his mission to take control from the commander, a defeat that has cost Jade her life. She will die as punishment. Now she belongs to the commander's son, as his wife. Knowing his intent is to quietly kill her in revenge, Jade's every move is calculated to survive, until she learns her death ensures the safety of her father and her entire town. Roan doesn't want to kill Jade, but once his family isolates her from her father and community, his only choice is to go through with the plan. Jade doesn't make it easy as she tries to sway him into falling for her. 'Cause she's smart. Each misstep makes him question his cause. Each moment makes every decision harder, but the commander won't allow him to fail. One chooses life, one chooses death. In the midst of chaos, only one will succeed. So that is Jaded. That is coming out June 27th. It is available for pre-order right now, but just the ebook. So it's being published in hardcover and in paperback, but the arcs are not ready yet, so it's not out on pre-order. So it's being formatted right now, which is really awesome. The arcs are coming out soon, so if you're interested in an arc, you can hit me up. I can't promise them to everybody because I just can't. Sorry, but if you're an awesome reviewer and you do really cool stuff like booktube channels and all of that, totally want to hang out with you guys. And I will see about sending you an ebook arc when that's ready. I'm really excited for it. It's going to be really good. If you have not been following me on social media, make sure you hit up my social media platforms because I have been dropping an incredible amount of content all about Jaded. So behind the scenes, I've been telling you about Jade. I've been telling you about Roan. I've been telling you about the commander. I think I introduced you to his wife, Alice, but I'm not sure if I put that out yet. Ooh, I introduced you to Smarmy. Smarmy is a character who walks into this story a little bit later on, forced his way into my story. He was not supposed to be a part of this. He was supposed to have like 4 lines and then leave. Like he was just a little bit of a filler, and he forced his way in, and now he's a main character, and I hate him for it. You guys are gonna love him because he's Smarmy, and he's like gorgeous, and he knows it, and he's gonna, flaunt that, and I won't tell you his name either. So eventually you'll learn his name. It's going to be interesting. I can't wait for you guys to meet Smarmy and Jade and Roan, because Roan's out to kill Jade. We're using #SaveJade, so if you see that on social media, that is what that is all about. And like I said, one chooses life, one chooses death, and in the midst of chaos, only one will succeed. I warned you. That's all I'm saying. I warned you. Okay, guys, hit up my direct messages when we're done, and let me know what books I should be reading this summer, what I should be looking at. They can be books that are already out, books that are coming out. I see we've got some, I think, publishers hanging out with us. We've got some authors hanging out with us, so go ahead and promo yourself to me. I love to hear it, and I love to rec things to people, so recommendations are awesome. All right, I am K.m. Robinson, author of The Golden Trilogy and the Jaded Duology. Golden is now available. Jaded is coming out June 27th from Snowy Wings Publishing. You can hang out with me at K.m. Robinson Books on all social media platforms. You can hit up my website, k.m.robinsonbooks.com. You can hang out with my amazing publisher, snowywingspublishing.com, and at Snowy Wings Pub on social media. And yeah, I guess that's it. Usually I have a speech worked out, but I just thought of the time and I totally lost that. Fun times. I hope you'll check out Golden. Okay, here's a secret. For those of you who are hanging out with me, this is a secret. I am formally announcing on Monday the Golden Read-Along. We are going to go through the book together, chapter by chapter. I'm giving you a behind-the-scenes story from every single chapter. I'm going to give you something that you can't find other places, or some in-depth story, behind the scenes, whatever. I'm going to give you a look into Golden. We are giving away bonuses to people who are actively participating through the entire course of the read-along. So the read-along takes place in June. That's a secret. We're starting at the beginning of June. We're going for a few weeks. We're going to read through the whole book. And if you stay and you participate, like you're actively talking to me throughout the course of this read-along, I am giving away bonus scenes from different characters' perspectives. So if you have read this book and you know Dove Bear, you guys are all swooning over Dove Bear right now. I know. I've gotten some interesting comments. If you love Dove Bear, you're going to get some from Dove. I've had a request from scenes from Lowell, who is Alluria's cousin who sent her on the mission to destroy the bears. So we might have to do that. Eden, I might have some from Eden or Silas or Berwin. I'm not going to lie, I haven't picked out which ones I'm giving you yet. And there's some I haven't written yet. So I should get on that. But it's going to be really awesome. Plus I have some special bonuses, plus some special extra, like, I can't tell you yet, but it's coming out on Monday. I'm going to tell you all about it, so I hope you'll check that out. Stay glued to my social media channel on Monday, because I am dropping some serious awesomeness. It's going to be good. Plus, the ebook is going on sale. What? Yes, I just told you that. That's a secret. Shush. Okay, you guys have a great day. Thanks so much for joining me. I love hanging out with you guys. Again, I am K.m. Robinson, author of Golden and author of Jaded, and I will see you in our next live broadcast. You guys have a great day and stay inspired.